Hey traders from around the world, what is going on? Welcome to your Wednesday stock review. That's it, Wednesday spelt with an I. We did get some very good gains last night on a couple of our swing trades, but before we speak about those guys, let's talk about the broader markets. Now the SPY, I do believe that we are going to have a short-term pullback. It's not going to be very massive. Take a look at the shorter term moving averages. We are most likely just going to pull back down to about maybe the 10, possibly the 20, and then come back down to about the 50, go sideways for a little bit. I did actually do a chart on the E-minis yesterday, which I'll bring up just shortly. But we have had an absolutely phenomenal run the last 5 days. Nice retest gap after retest after retest, and I just expect the retest to come in. Here's the E-minis. Now, here's the chart that I was posting. I did actually post this yesterday. So I posted this chart yesterday saying, the Fibonacci levels right now, absolutely sensational. Up here at 375, 3575 was the exact roughly last high that we did pull back from. So right now I just believe that we're going to pull back into this nice little consolidation zone between the 382 and the 618, and then slowly trade sideways, pull back down to around 34.50 and some change, and then most likely the 50-day EMA will come in, and then we'd look to bounce just before the election. Be very exciting things going on. Here's net. Now we did lock in some gains, guys. I think I've been speaking about this trade for quite some time, but if you are a part of real life trading, then you would have absolutely ballered this trade. This was absolutely sensational. We did get into this all the way back down here. So we did pretty much pick the bottom. Very close. So it was a very nice trade here. This was actually spotted by one of our other real life traders, Eve. Absolutely beautiful setup. And just push play here, and you can see what has happened. The percentage move actually was quite large. If you take a look here, we got in back down here, and our first exit point was around 60%, but right now it's up around 70% return about the last month or so. Has been a very long-term trade in terms of swing trading, but we are still in with 20%. We did exit 80% last night, and most likely look to exit the other 20% tonight or over the next coming days. Here's another swing trade that we are in, WMT, which is Walmart. We did get into this one last month as well. Still just rocking this one out. Most likely looking to take some profits off the table on this one tonight. You can see that we did get in back here at these lows all the way at 135.50, and nice little stop here. So we are currently in a nice little profit. Most likely going to be a very sensational 2R win on this one, but Walmart is just cranking on higher. Sensational dip buying opportunity on Walmart if you did catch it. Here's the ASX 200. Now ASX 200 finally starting to slow down a bit. We did get a retest gap just yesterday, and we are going to currently retest. So I do expect us to pull back just slightly. We are currently at a previous level of resistance, so I do expect us to pull back and most likely look like this. If you take a look at the short-term moving averages, a move back into around the 20 and the 50 would be absolutely amazing. Got a request from BC to take a look at Afterpay. Now, Afterpay is finally looking a little bit extended. We did start to break out. This was a sensational double bottom retest of the neckline. So if you did get to catch that, then well done to you. A lot of real life traders are in shares. They're in put sales. Some are in calls. You name it. We are bullish on Afterpay. We have been for quite some time. But right now, guys, not a whole lot of bullishness happening at the moment. Obviously, coming into this 100 level zone does look like a very nice psychological level to start selling your shares. And obviously, with the US election, I know this is an Australian stock, but if the US election does make the markets pull back, just look for a short-term pullback. If we do come back down to the 50, guys, somewhere around here, it's going to be a very nice dip buying opportunity. So keep that in mind. Afterpay, sensational selling level. If you're in shares, you can look to sell some covered calls or the like. Otherwise, buy low, sell high on Afterpay. Looks fantastic. Here's ZipCo, and another one that we did get into back here on this glorious Hammer of Thor. all the way back down here that was bouncing off the 100 simple. We did actually speak about this again in the afternoon room back on this day, and we did mention that most likely it's going to just bounce and go higher. This was a sensational retest gap, which we did actually fill that gap finally, and I just expect us to consolidate at this particular level. I did mention we'll probably be here for about 6 months, being in this particular range, but I definitely expect us to slowly start breaking out higher. We've got a lot of volume coming in right now as we speak, so if we can take out this volume, I think she's going to head on back up to 1050. So keep that in mind. ZipCo, definitely looking to go higher. Look to buy the dip on ZipCo. Here is the crude oil futures. Now, crude oil, I did mention we're going to be trading within a range here for quite some time. Still in the range, still trading sideways, and I expect this just to continue at this current moment. Here's gold. Now, gold coming back down to the 100 simple moving average. Once again, this is a dip buying opportunity on gold. Looks absolutely fantastic for a long-term trade, guys. If you are in gold, most likely you are going to be looking a little bit more than 1 week. You're going to be looking most likely for a few months and or probably a few quarters of the year as well. If you just look to buy low, we did get a very sensational pullback. I mean, we're back, on gold, we're down about 10%, close to 10% on this one, which is absolutely fantastic, but there's nothing stopping gold from going higher. And here's the Aussie dollar. I did mention that we're most likely going to trade sideways within this range here for a little bit. We did come back down to the 100 simple. Right now, if you take a look at the short-term moving averages, we are just chilling, squeezing right between all three. So for the most part, guys, super neutral on the Aussie dollar. But for the most part, just look to buy the dip. If it does come back down to around 70 cents and some change. Looks absolutely incredible. Alright guys, you guys are absolutely fantastic. If you guys do want to be a part of our community and join our afternoon swing trading room, hop on over to reallifetrading.com.au and you can subscribe and become a member for just $129 a month. Or you can get premium coaching with me, 3 coaching sessions, as well as a whole year in the trading room live for only $17.95 per year. It is an absolute bargain, guys, and these prices won't stay around for long. Alright, guys, you guys rock, and until next time, love life, live life, and trade it.